Good afternoon. My name is Prince Comrade Olushola Adegboye from the Office of the Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocacy Center, reaching you from our Limosho branch, Shasha, Lagos, Nigeria. We have here Mr. Joshua, you said? Mr. Joshua, whom the underage girl claimed that certain things transpired between them. We're gonna be giving her and the wife audience to explain to the entire world what transpired. Who is with the mic? Yeah, with the mic. Okay. Hold on a minute. Tell them to load that music. Let's just- Good afternoon. Oga, good afternoon. Tell us your name.
Good afternoon. My name is Joshua
All right. What is the name of the girl living with you?
Ogochi.
So what happened between you and her?
All right. Thank you very much. She came to my house shortly after she lost her mother. That's about 5 years ago, and she has been with us since then. At a point, we started noticing that she steals, she lies, and we tried to correct her, caution her, and advise her. So, but she kept on exhibiting that character. So we just, concluded that is a youthful thing. It comes with, it's a child. Maybe at a point she will outgrow it. Um, we've been living with that condition, trying to or hoping that one day she will change. Um, we started noticing something strange. Each time she goes to school, she will bring strange things to the house.
Like what?
She can come with bangle. She can come with things that does not belong to her. She comes home with phones. She comes home with so many things. And we caution her that these things, whatever does not belong to you, don't bring it to this house, because it can cause problem for you, that we don't want it. We battled that. At a point, she stopped that one. Later, we started noticing that she comes home with phones, exotic phones, Android phones. So far, if I'm not mistaken, we have seized like 4 exotic phones from her.
Return to who? Madam, we are not talking to you yet.
You know, so we asked her, the very first one, how come? Who gave you the phone? Of course, you always have a backup story. It's her dad.
When you see the phone, who did you return the phone to, man? Oga?
No, we kept the phone.
Where are the phones?
We when we collected that phone, let me finish. When we collected that phone.
No. Where are the phones, sir? Madam, I will walk you out. I'm not talking to you.
Sir, when we collected the first, when we saw the first phone, we asked her, where did you get this phone? She said it's a classmate that gave it to her.
You just said you seized those phones and you have those phones. Where are the phones?
No, that phone, she returned it.
She returned it.
Yes, she returned them.
Because
we insisted, we insisted that since we don't know the source of those phones, she has to return them.
Continue.
All right. So when we now investigated, trying to find out why she's getting these phones. What is she doing with the phone, or who gave her the phone? She will either say this, her dad is this, but at the end of the day, we'll find out that it was all lies.
Okay,
But
Oga, you said she on her own returned the phone to their owners.
yeah, we instructed her to do that.
So if she is a thief, how do you believe thief to return it to the owner?
Okay, so let me tell you one of the scenarios. One of the scenarios is that she told us that the phone was given to her by classmates. We asked her, what's your relationship with this classmate? Is he a boy? She said he's a boy. So what are you doing with him? Say the guy is doing Yahoo stuff and he's using her to do to play a part as a syndicate. That when it comes to playing female parts, she will do that. That was why the boy gave him the phone.
Call that girl.
We told her, to this extent, please return this phone and stop that, because if this guy is caught, with this thing, you are in for it. Understand? That's by the way. At another point, she lied that she's been maltreated at home. She's not been given food. She will sleep late at night. She even had to write a letter to her dad. Write a letter, okay, disguise the letter as if the letter was not written by her, but stated that she's been maltreated. She's been
By who?
that by us, that we don't give her food. Okay, when the dad got the letter, she came to us. We told the dad, your daughter said we don't feed her. She does the cooking. She cooks at home. She eats with my children. She doesn't eat alone. She eats with my children. She serves me food. She's in charge. So at what point did you go hungry? At what point did you not give me food? The cream I use is what she used. The soap I use is what she used. The towel. The only thing we don't share is toothpaste. So everything, because as God will have it, I don't have a female child. I have 3 boys. So I took her as my own. I treat her as such. I don't manhandle her in any way. I keep telling her, see, this attitude of lying or taking things that does not belong to you does not pay well. You have to discard these things. He said, okay, uncle, I will change. Understand? So when the dad came and we told him all these things, the man was in tears. That's no waiting again, go put hand on all this and that. It's okay. We are trying to manage her. Let's see how it goes. That one point. Then on another account, she broke. I don't know how she got the spare key to my neighbor's apartment. One of my neighbor's housemates, her spare key got lost. So she stole that spare key and had access to the apartment. So she goes in there at will and steals their money, steals their things, steals their handbag, anything she can lay hand on. And even got a point that she had to take one of the keys to their wardrobe so that she will have good access to that place. So these people were looking for the key, they didn't find it at the point, they just overlooked it. She kept on with this thing. Every time they will complain that money is missing, and they will just punish the innocent mates that are with them. You understand? So, in fact, at a certain point, the money that was being stolen from the house was just so alarming that the lady had to call police. She arrested 2 of her mates because she suspected that her mates were the ones stealing this money. Took the girls to the station. They were jailed and they were later released. Oyugochi did not say anything, did not utter anything. Not until one day, one of them said she started praying that God, I beg, help expose this thing. So she said she came back one day and asked her, please, Becky, help me to buy something. So she gave her the money and went upstairs. So when she came back from that errand, she walked straight. She called her. She was not around. The lady was not around. So she walked in straight to the room and saw the lady's handbag inside. And what she did was she took the money, cut the money out, put in her pants, something. So the lady came and say, okay, because you are back. Okay, thank you. She collected that thing that she sent her, just went straight to her bag, only to find out that that money was not there. Immediately she screamed, come, 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 come. What happened? What happened? Where's my money? Where's my money? I didn't take your money. I didn't take your money. She took her, said that money must be with you. Lo and behold, at the end of the day, they found out that she had the money inside of her. She brought her the money. So that was when they discovered that all the money that was missing in this apartment was being taken by her. So when they interrogated her, she confessed to all this. You understand? She confessed to it and said that she doesn't know what has been pushing her to do with blah, 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 that she's sorry, she's not going to do it again. These ladies were so mad. So why did you allow us to punish an innocent people that were not involved in this thing? And you were there, you saw all the process that these people went through, and you didn't even touch you. So the ladies were very, very angry, and that thing affected the relationship we had in that compound. I had to go in, beg them, appeal to them, because they claimed the money that was missing was in hundreds of thousands. You understand? I had to tell them, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to pay back the money, or how? She just said, for relationship's sake, they had to let it go. That we should caution her, talk to her. So, we called her, the father came, so many people came, we talked over the matter. We're still saying it's a child's thing. So she's the kind of person that she cannot do something and own up to it. She lies a lot. She lies a lot. If she does anything and you ask her, she will repeat that thing. By the time that she's repeating that thing, the next thing will come is a lie. And by the time you start digging, you decide, yes, I did it. Understand? So on this, that was how that matter just we were able to subside it, and that affected our relationship. Everybody just carry faces, and for a very long time we've not had a smooth relationship. Now I tried to talk to them, say please that they should bear with us. Like 2 weeks ago, the mother of those that my neighbor came. You understand? Because one of our daughters gave birth, so she came to take care of that one. So she just visited them. So when I noticed that she was around last week, Sunday, I walked in there, I greeted her, I apologized for everything that has been happening. I told her we are sorry. In fact, we don't know all these things that have been going on. And all this episode that has been going on, and my wife has been telling the father, telling all their people, including even the lady that brought her here. She's not ignorant of all these things. You understand? So that I appeal to the woman, so please help me talk to your daughter to calm down, that they should forgive us. She said, no problem. There's nothing she can do. She's a child, blah, blah, blah. I said, so on Friday, Thursday was the day that rain fell. My wife was not feeling fine. I took her to the hospital. And we came back late at night. in that rain. That woman, when we came back the following morning, the woman's daughter knocked on my door, said she wants to see me. I went out, I saw her. She said that there's something she wants to tell me. I said, what again? She said,
The same woman.
yes, the same woman.
The same woman that she have spare key to her apartment.
Yes, that same woman.
Did
So-
you find her with the spare key?
Yes, we found out this baby. She brought it out.
Okay.
In fact, even the key to the wardrobe, she had the two. At the end of the day, she had it.
Go ahead.
It was found on him. Even the bag she stole,
Okay.
gave it to her friends.
I
It was
said
there.
continue.
Okay. So she came. No, I came out. I asked her, what happened? She said, see you that yesterday her mother was outside cutting periwinkle, and after that she took the thing upstairs to prepare. So at a few minutes later, she started looking for her phone. That all of them had to, get involved in looking for the phone. They went downstairs, they searched for the phone everywhere. They didn't see it. They searched everywhere. And she said she called the number that evening. The phone rang. So at the point, the phone did not ring again. The phone went off. So she was so worried because our compound is always locked. So somebody cannot just come from outside and just carry it. She was so worried, She said, she was like maybe praying, God, please help us to recover this phone. Then the following morning,
Hold on, sir. These underage children, let them go and join their mates back there. They are too small to face the camera. I hope you guys are not molested as well. What brought you here, sir? Are they your children?
Yeah,
Why did you bring them along?
we are at Ikeja on Tuesday, so
What is the case all about, sir?
it was their mother who reported. So,
Are you a policeman?
no, I'm not a person.
We have one policeman that need to return the children. All right, continue, sir.
so she told me that they were looking for the phone, they didn't see it, and this morning, he said, that was yesterday morning, it was Friday morning. Said she just walked out of the apartment and saw the kid with the phone. We have a passage. In that passage, there's a fridge. So there's a socket beside that fridge that we've not been using. So she hid that phone there. So when the lady said she rushed out, saw the pack of that phone. Immediately she recognized it, say, oh yeah, bring the phone. That's the phone we have been looking for. So immediately she dashed the way the key was and collected the phone. She collected everything and looked at it. The SIM was removed, the battery was removed. He said she just told her, according to her, she told her, thank you, we have been looking for this phone. She took the phone and went inside and gave it to her mother. Say, see the phone we have been looking for. I called her, say, Ugochi, come. What happened? This phone matter, what happened? She said that there's a woman that comes to sweep our compound, and she had a son called Idris. He said it was Idris that sighted the phone on the pan, and he called her attention to it and said, see phone here, who has the phone? Then she responded, I don't know. She said two of them walked away. So on her return, she said she picked the phone and noticed that there was water inside. She said she took the phone upstairs. Our house is a decking, so she took it upstairs. She said she opened it, removed the battery, removed whatever, the SIM, and attempted to dry it. So she left the SIM upstairs, left the battery there, and she later went down with the phone to go and charge it behind the fridge and hid it there. And I asked her, that is not where we usually charge when we have where we charge all our phones here. why didn't you bring it here to come and charge it if you were actually looking for the owner? Or why didn't you call? Why didn't you raise an alarm? See phone, oh, who get the phone? See phone. Why were you hiding to do it? And she said she wanted to look for the this thing and to see if she will be able to get the owner. I said, and before that time, she had called my wife and told her that, Auntie, there's something I want to tell you. And that boy Idris saw a phone and called me to come and see it, whether it is their phone. And she went there, and when she picked the phone, she went upstairs. I said, this does not match now. What you told your auntie is different from what you told me. I said, okay, no problem. Please tell me the exact truth. She said, that is the truth, Uncle, that's the truth. I said, okay. That I'm going to look for Idris and find out from him whether truly he saw.
Who is Idris?
Idris is the son of the woman that cleans our compound. He usually comes with the mom to clean the compound every weekend. So I said, okay, I will look for Idris. I now went. I remembered. I know where Idris' sister is working, somewhere in one shop. So I went to that place. I went there, I didn't see her. I asked the woman, please, if she can give me the phone number of Idris' mother. The woman gave me that phone number. Immediately I called the woman. I said, please, ma, I want to speak with Idris. Something is missing in the compound and Idris is involved. So I want to find out his involvement. He said, okay. So immediately the woman came home. And what she was panicking, say, they have not, their children does not steal, they don't steal, that anything, if nobody gives them something, they don't take. I said, madam, we are not saying you stole something or your son stole something. We just want to know if truly your son saw the phone and called, want to know your son's involvement in this thing. So the woman gave me her son's number. I called the son. Idris, where are you? He said, I'm at work. So, okay. Which phone did you see and call the kid to come and carry it? He said, okay, that this morning when he came, that our gate is always locked, that he stood outside and was calling the kid's phone number to come and open the gate for him so that he will enter and clean up the compound. And when he called her severally before she came out and opened the gate for him. He came in and swept the compound and left. That he did not see any phone anywhere. He did not call attention to any phone anywhere. I said, are you sure? He said, yes. That she didn't see any phone anywhere. He said, this is serious. I said, okay, did you hear this? Did you hear this? Why would you go and steal again from these same people? What do you want to do with the phone? At least you have a phone you can answer. If you need to do anything, maybe internet, you have access to my phone, have access to my wife's phone. We don't stop you. I've told you time and again, anything you need, come to me and tell me, and I will do it for you. I have sat her down. I have talked to her. I told her, see now, in the next 10 years, you should be talking about either being in your husband's house or getting established. In the next 5 to 6 years, you'll be out of school. So all this, touching, being free, stop it because it's not adding any credit to your name. Say, Uncle, I will change. So this one, why did you even do this thing? Why did you go this far to go and steal from these same people? And these people do not want to even carry their eyes to see you. They say you are the cause of their predicament. They've lost so much, hundreds of thousands of naira because of you. They arrested and jailed innocent children, and eventually they sent those children back because of her. Why did you still go to that same family to steal? She said she thought it was the landlord's worker's phone. She thought it was the landlord's worker's phone. I said, even if it's the landlord's worker's phone, must you take it? Why should you take it? So I was so pissed off. That was when I flogged her. Then Later, I went out to pick my children from school. So when I came back from the school, from bringing in my children, I didn't see her again in the house. So the next thing I heard that she had gone to this lady's house, complained to her, blah blah blah, and the people started calling. My wife called me that they say Beke, I beat Beke, I did this, I did that. I say Beke, I narrated exactly what happened to her.
If I can come in from here, it's like you are done with the whole scenarios on how everything played. Because you're already in when you beat her and cane her, and you left to pick up your keys. When you came returned, she left for her auntie. That means we are done with the whole story now.
Yes,
Until
sir.
human rights have to call you.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to tell us the kind of beats you beat her?
Yes, I flogged her.
Did you flog her naked?
No,
Did you use pepper on her like anything pepper?
all those things are cooked up too.
I
I
never
never did
said
that.
you.
No, no,
You just need to answer yes or
no,
no. Okay.
no.
All right. Let me have the mic and pass it to her. Tell us what happened yesterday. No. Let's have it. There's no point of. Tell us exactly what happened yesterday.
Yesterday when I went outside to spread clothes my aunty wash, then I saw a phone. After I saw the phone, I say who is the owner of this phone that is inside water?
Okay, hold on. Let's believe you are a thief, but you are not. I'm not condemning you. Let's talk about the beating. Don't defend yourself about how you feel, if you have been stealing or not. Let's talk about when the beating started and when it stopped.
After I asked him that what happened to the phone, why did I go and carry phone? I said I thought it's for the manager people. He now said, oh, that I thought it's for the manager people that now it's from the people I stole from that is the owner of the phone. He now tied my hand with my auntie's scarf. He went outside. First of all, he used scissors to cut my clothes. After cutting my clothes finish, he went outside, he locked the door. He went outside to buy pepper and came back. He locked the door. He now cut my clothes from the back. I was now dragging the clothes with him. He now cut the hand of my clothes. He put pepper inside my eyes. He started flogging me. After he flogged me with belt, the belt now broke. The iron of the belt now broke. He now say, oh, it's because of me my belt broke. Abi. He now asked me if I'm seeing. And I say no. He now add another pepper inside my eyes, inside my bum bum and my private part, and started flogging me with koboko.
He put pepper inside where?
Inside my eyes. He even told me I should eat pepper with the stick and put inside my anus and my vagina.
Okay. In that your vagina, did he insert his finger to put it?
Yes, he wore nylon on his hand and put it.
He won't allow his hand and put pepper in your vagina.
Yes,
Uh, uh, he used scissors to cut off your clothes.
yes.
Is it that same cloth you were wearing up to your where your auntie is?
No, I bet after I bet when he went out to pick his children, that is when I went to my auntie place and I told her everything.
Where is the cloth?
The clothes is at home.
Uh, can you describe the cloth for your auntie?
It's leggings, trouser, leggings trouser. Then he cut it. Then the top is just like short gown.
Can you
It's
please
just like short gown. So he cut it from the back, but the hand of the cloth is still there. So he used scissors and cut the hand of the cloth too.
give the mic to the wife? Madam, did you see any cloth like that?
No, when I came back, I didn't see anything like that.
No. Give us back the mic. So, who now beat you if not this uncle? Because the mark we're about to show now. Give this girl her mic now. Who beat you in this your mark we are seeing in your body? Although he agreed that he beat you, Abi?
It's my uncle that beat me.
But how come about the pepper now?
He bought pepper, locked the door, he bought pepper. And after beating me finish in the room, he now said he's going to carry me outside naked. I was not begging him, please, please, I can do anything but
Celine, carry this man close to your mouth.
I was not begging him, please, 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 I can do anything but not outside to disgrace him. And I said, did I want him to sleep with me? And I said no. And I said
Sir,
no.
who are you?
Our cousin.
What is surprise? Are you surprised to shut her up, or you are surprised at this man?
I'm just surprised because of what I'm hearing.
So don't surprise as if you are trying to shut her up.
I'm not shutting her up.
A better surprise for the whole thing. No side yet. Continue.
As Anna said no. Before he now called his wife, I don't know what him and his wife discussed about. He now released my hand. And I said I should go and bathe. And after I bathed finish, he went to pick his children. That is when I wore my clothes and I went to my auntie's shop.
Okay, what was the involvement of pepper, whether it's in the vagina or it's in the body? Did you went out and grind pepper or do anything, sir? Give this man Michael. You toy with us, you will not like it. Give him Mike, man.
I never used pepper.
But you used pepper to cook while you were beating her.
I didn't cook.
You did not touch pepper yesterday. Oh. You did
I
not
didn't
grind
cook.
pepper. You were not having any contact with
There's
pepper.
nothing. I didn't. In fact, because of what happened yesterday, I didn't even eat. I left home without food because just like when I brought my children home, I went to work. You understand? I had not. Why should I use pepper? I didn't use it.
Oh God, did you naked this girl yesterday?
I didn't naked her. I didn't naked her.
Read the mic. Before yesterday, tell the world what happened. You can respect yourself and use that mic well.
On Tuesday, when I was washing plates in the morning, he used his two hands and hit my bum bum. Then I told my sister about it, and I told this man.
Who's your sister?
My senior sister.
Do you have a number?
My auntie has a number.
Which other auntie did you tell about this?
I told her, so I went to her
Who
shop.
is her?
My aunt, this
This
man.
one sitting
Yes.
here. When did you tell her?
I told
Is
her
it yesterday or before yesterday?
on Tuesday.
Which is not yesterday.
Yes.
Give that woman mic. What do you know about the touching before yesterday?
Actually, I can't really remember the day she came.
Was it yesterday?
It wasn't yesterday.
Simple. At least it was yesterday this whole incident
Yes,
happened.
she
So,
came to me that she wants to tell me something. She first of all called on phone that there's something she wants to tell me. I said she should tell me on phone. That what is it? She said until when she comes. I said okay, no problem. Okay. The next day I was expecting her to come. I called her on phone. Are you going to come or not? She said she's going to come, that she's busy. Okay, by I think around 5 or 6, I saw her. So I said, what is it? Is anything bothering you? She started telling me that what her uncle did to her, that she was washing plates. The man was hitting her on her bum bum. That when she sleep, the man will open her up her clothes to be staring at her nipple.
that was before yesterday.
Yes.
At least the pepper has not been involved. At
No.
least this girl has been involved family member before yesterday.
Yes.
Give this man for Mike. Okay. Tell us how come about pepper in the whole issue. Pepper. It's only pepper. I'm asking you. I never ask you where you put pepper, where you rub pepper. Okay. Because we have, where is this report from St. Louis Hospital? We have it here. If you mess up with us, you waste my time. Yeah, we waste that your time.
This
is hospital report. Oh. You'll be hearing of St. Louis. This St. Louis Medical Center. You can see it. The pepper report is there. Her pussy report is there. That there was pepper and there was even finger in her pussy. So you better tell her how come about pepper. Leave the pussy first. It's between you and this hospital and us. Yeah, this is doctor's report. Yes. And the doctor's name is here. Dr. Valentina, dated 12 November 2021. They, you know, personally address it to us. So we will start with the pepper first. The more you stress us, the more we stress you, because if you make us to charter motor and go to hospital, make an appointment, and you now agree at the hospital, it will be tough for you and this office. Nobody is telling you of the private part first. How come about pepper? This guy is lying, doctor is lying. Abi,
Sir,
God, what happened to Pepe in this whole issue?
I didn't have anything to do with Pepe
No problem.
yesterday. I had no contact with Pepe. I only flogged her, and that's it. I did not use any Pepe anywhere.
Okay, how does the frog now enter breast? You were flogging her everywhere.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if the thing touched her breast.
Mm.
I don't know.
So after frogging, you wanted to pull her outside.
All those ones are makeup.
No, now you they talk the real truth. You fell listening to my makeup also, Mr. Makeup, Mr. Pepe, Dr. Pepe. You will come back from prison whether the Pepe you agree or not. Now your cup na in full, and only truth will settle am from this office. Your life will still carry you go prison and come back. You hear, Mr. Pepe? So what happened? Tell us the Pepe aspect of it. You stole frogger now, you don't know where to frog her, you still frog her for breast. Abi?
I flogged her on her back.
Okay.
That's why I flogged her.
Give this mic to the secretary. Secretary, you were the one that took her to restroom and checked her, tell the world what you saw before the wife, who is nodding her head. I don't know whether now nodding for good or for bad or for support. Tell them what you saw.
I
Come
saw
front of the world, let them see. Go back, stand up. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay.
I saw bruises on her breast, her back, and her legs.
Okay. Follow the wife, who is supposed to be the auntie. You know, say love, they make us, they say our family. Woman to woman, follow secretary and this girl go and examine her breast, whether na me buy am for breast. So na one sell una life take marry. Na all married be married. Some single say better pass to marry. But you agree with the father that Pepe was involved yesterday. Please give this man. Why did you not agree with the father about the Pepe aspect of it? The father agrees there.
I think it's
Don't worry, you'll get it later. Alright. Give your wife the mic. Madam, did you see anything in her breast that have to do with frogging of it? Use the
Yes,
mic.
I-
Use the mic in
Yes.
your mouth.
Yes,
What did you see?
I saw a mark of pain
In her what?
all over her body.
No, we did not send you for all over our body, even though you have it there. You can include that. What did we send you to go and check?
I saw mark of pain on her breast.
Okay. All right. Okay, take the mic. You close eye frog and be you open eye frog.
I,
Use
I
your
open
mind.
eye.
It can be
Open
funny.
eye.
You are very stupid animal.
I open eye.
So how you come turn to albino when sun enter your eye when you no know say you dey frog am for breast? As you say you frog am for back, you just lie now say I frog her in her back and front. How you no taste am? Were you blind? Was your eye closed? The answer
I
dey
flogged
what?
her on the back.
Yeah, then the one.
Maybe the tail of the cane has turned to, but I didn't flog her
What
on the
did you
breast.
use in flogging her?
I used a whip.
What is whip? English master. Is it bet or cane or what?
It
Koboko.
was it's a koboko.
I have koboko. I will
Yes.
frog you now and see how the frog from back will enter one of your breasts. I'm going to frog you. I'm going to listen. I'm an activist, but I'm a traditional ruler. If you come here, I don't catch you through activist, human rights. I catch you through traditional, which I will take the law into my hands. The law that permits you to frog her will also permit me or my boys to frog you here. But we will frog you until that came from back touch your breast. If it did not touch your breast, we will keep on frogging you until that cane whip have to touch your nipple, your breast. We will start with the breast as you sabi lie. They lie the world they are watching you. Continue. Shebi na malu you dey frog. You are still telling us now that you frog her from back. What now happen to her front, her breast?
I said maybe the tail of the whip has touched her breast, but I never intended flogging her breast.
You call the hoe, make them break the tail of the whip. You said, call somebody who's at home. You know we are not in a hurry. When we are done with this interview, we will put you here. We will continue second interview. When we are done, we'll take you to station. From station, you go to gender in command. So before then, call somebody or send your wife. We are not in a hurry. Your wife will breed that koboko or bet. We will practicalize it on you. Even though I'm not going to flog you, I will hold it from back. I will see how long it is to the breast. You better send your wife now. Am I communicating? It's you I'm talking to.
Yes.
Respond to me. You see so many people waiting.
There's actually nobody at home. They are my children
I'm
at
not
home.
saying people should be at home. At least your wife is here. Your wife will go and breed that kid.
Well, I
At
don't.
least, according to the girl, she don't have mother, abi?
No, she doesn't.
Give phone to your wife. Did she have mother?
Nah, mom is late.
Okay. If you go to market like you are here now, you don't go back to your children on time, how do you feel?
I feel worried.
What about if you are not asked to go back to your children at all, they take you to abroad, how will you feel?
I'll still miss them.
Okay, what about if to say that they die, they come back, but you first die like 10, 20 years before you come back, how will you be feeling there?
I don't know.
You know, like say you have your senses there, you are seeing your children, but you are not allowed to come. Will you be happy not seeing them?
No.
You would like to keep your marriage well, but remember, say that mother never tell God that she was going to born and abandon her children to death. So it can happen to anybody. You like side your husband well, so that your marriage will last to the end. You said you don't know the cross. You did not see any cross that they tore at home. Nothing like that. Is that what you are telling us?
I didn't see anything.
Good. Oga, where the cross when she wear yesterday? Give her mine. At least you will produce the cloth she wore yesterday.
I don't know where the cloth is.
We are still on the pepper issue. We never talk of the pussy issue. Don't delay my time. Okay, how come a bad pepper?
So I said I don't have anything to do with pepper.
Where is the father of this girl? No, you answer.
He's around somewhere.
Around where in the world? Like where? Which state?
He's in Lagos.
So the child or daughter have been stealing, causing all type of trouble, have make you to lose your contact or close relationship with your neighbor, and you are still harboring her. The only thing you people don't use together is the toothbrush, and you are still harboring her. The father, I spoke with the father today. He is in Lagos, even right here in Oshodi. You are still harboring a child that is not your child, that is even corrupting your child, children in terms of stealing. Can you listen to yourself?
Yes, we had to take that decision thinking she would change. Honestly, that's just the reason. We thought she could change.
Madam, what happened to the cloth? Where did you keep the cloth?
The trouser in our passage, there's an AC, so I put the trouser there. Then the top is where I do keep my clothes. The gown is in where I do keep my clothes.
Madam, you will assist your husband. You go home. If you are home, you can call her. She will be directing you where to bring those clothes. We are going to call the doctor to hear from him if he just write this complaint or he examining the girl. Can I have the phone? You are going with one of our comrades here. We enter the house with you, look for the cloth together with you. You are not going alone. Give the girl mic to repeat what happened to the cloth. I don't know you, and I don't know them. The only thing that will set every one of you free here is the truth. You being the 15 years girl that is acting like 30 years as well, you also tell us the truth. But you stress us.
The clothes, I kept it on top of the AC, the
What
trouser.
happened to the cloth in case we finally see the cloth?
The cloth is torn. Yes.
You know, now different tone that is
scissors.
Yes.
Scissors.
Okay. Okay. Well, children they have Abi. Give her a mic. Will you be, none of you is going again. She will go with one of our colleagues. Madam, is the house open?
Yes.
Or you have the key with you?
It's open.
The children they are home. How old is your first child?
It's 10 years.
10 years. At least they can open for them to come in. I don't know you. I will
It's
know
my
you.
brother. It's my brother.
This is my son.
It's your brother. Now you they do like say the girl fall from sky.
No, can you put me on the record, sir?
Sorry?
Can you put me on the record?
You want to bring your chair here. Sit close to the man. Give him consent to sign. You request for a signature to sign. The document you will sign before you go. What do you have to say?
Actually,
Your name?
my name is Nnamdi Anyanwu. I'm a younger brother to Mr. Eddie Dong's wife. And
Yes,
the
my question.
the lady in question is my cousin sister. It was yesterday that my sister called me. No, this early morning, around 3. She called me that the girl is missing. I said, what happened? She said that the husband flogged her because of one phone that she stole. I said, okay. Something happened last year that she left home for about 1 week. We looked for her, nowhere to find her, until finally it was at her place that we saw this lady. What happened was the issue of stealing a phone. Then I told my sister that since it is this way, why not take this girl back to the father? Take this girl back to the father before something else happens. That's what I told my sister. Then my sister was like looking at it from this angle, that if you should take this girl back to the father, who will help them out there? Judging from the
Who
fact
will
that
assist her with those kids or what? Domestic work?
who will take care of this lady because the man is not buoyant enough. That was on that aspect that she retained this girl with her. So if my sister had listened to me, I believe this thing wouldn't have happened. I don't just speak. I say things before I speak. I told my sister, take this lady, even before her, in her office, I told her, after this thing, just take this girl back. How can the lady, if you flog her and she left home for 1 week? Because of what? Where did you get this food? This food, who bought this food from you? You could not state where you get this food from. Now you run out of the house, So the late mother of a blessed memory, very lovely woman, she took care of virtually everybody. So when this woman passed on,
Okay, let's talk about.
now I'm coming out. I don't know what will happen
Let's
yesterday.
even believe that this girl.
I'm not painting. She's not. I'm not even painting her. I'm not trying to paint her bad. What I'm trying to say is that what I am hearing now, that this man, I've known this man for almost, if not before you got married to my sister, we've known at least 2 years before then. This thing is just unheard of. On a serious note, I won't talk against her. I won't talk against my sister and the husband. But I think something is mixing. Something is not right.
Somewhere.
For her to say that this man fingered her, when she said that, I was like, "Are you okay?" To the point of hitting your bum bum, and you never complained to any of us.
No, she said she complained to that woman and one other woman.
Now look at the whatever that happens, I won't say behind her. All this while she always resort to this. Not even to the father. Not even to her other cousins.
Me, I don't even understand the area you are going on. So let's talk about yesterday.
Now,
I thought you wanted to ask your in-law deep question that we need.
I will still ask I will still ask him. So when I heard that he flogged her, unlike her, I've not seen this, I've not heard that he even raised hand. So when I asked, could he do such a thing? So after my sister called me early in the morning, I said, okay, we'll see what we'll do about this. Where is this girl now? That she's with this cousin sister. So, okay, what's the problem now? That she has been taken to the hospital. Okay. That she has been taken to the hospital. To which of the hospital? Say that she doesn't know. So what about the dad? I called the dad this early morning. The dad said that he doesn't even know the hospital that the daughter was taken to. I said, how can you be the father? You are not told where their daughter was. I mean, how can you be the father and you are not told where their daughter was taken to? As in, so that he has been calling Waka, and Waka has refused to answer his call. It's okay. It's okay, please. I want us to go to the hospital to ascertain what happened to this girl and how she's faring. Now, not quite long, my sister called me that she has been called by Human Rights to come over for this case. I said, okay, so I would like to come over. So I want to ask Beke and my in-law. First, goes to Beke. Beke, you see, please, let us not put ourselves in a difficult situation.
Use your mic.
Let us not put ourselves in a difficult situation. This is kind of a family now, okay? Are you sure, before God and man, that your uncle used pepper on you?
Give her mic.
Okay.
No, one after the other. Let her.
Yes.
You said he used the pepper on your eye, put the pepper on your private part, and your anus. Now, who helped you to wash off the pepper?
I used my hand to wash it off by myself.
You could see.
I used my hand to wash it off by myself.
After he applied the pepper on your eye, you were able to. Was it in the room, sitting room?
One question and on the mic.
Was it in the sitting room or outside the sitting room?
Inside the room. Inside the room.
Inside the room. Why this thing was happening? Was there nobody in the compound?
It was only my neighbor's mother that was around.
And they did not notice that your uncle used pepper on you.
I was shouting, and again the door was locked. He used key to lock the door. The door was locked.
I know your house very well. The house you are staying. Your house and the other your neighbor's house is it's just a small distance. If you shouted that, because pepper is not something you just cry normal. Now, if they use pepper on you on your private part, as you rightly said, and then on your eye and on your anus, you wouldn't be. And the shout would have attracted even people that are downstairs, even in the street. So, are you still saying that your uncle used pepper?
Yes.
Where did he get the pepper?
I don't know. I don't know the place he went to buy the pepper, but he went outside after tying my hand. He went outside to go and buy pepper.
That's all. Uncle.
Yeah.
I want to ask. I've not known you to be a violent person. Okay. Please, for God and for humanity, did you use pepper? This is my cousin sister. Did you use pepper on her?
I know the implication of this thing. I never used pepper on her at all. I know the implication.
Give me my. Don't let these people waste my time here.
All right. So, as I asked her, because she said you were at home.
I just want you to say what you want to say. You are not being fair as far as I'm concerned. You understand? What a question. You understand?
No,
Listen, no.
Yes.
Let's condemn this girl first, so that we
No,
can.
I'm not condemning her.
Can you take me? Let's kind of condemn her first, just for example. The girl has been living there for 5 to 6 years.
Yes, 4 years.
Give to that. You said they once beat her. She ran out of the house for a week. Abi,
when they stole phone.
Can I say
if you like me steal diamond, Oga, respect yourself, madam. Drop your hand. I'm not saying she's an angel. When I wanted to start just now, I started by saying, let's believe you are a thief. Then let's remove the stealing aspect of it because we are coming to that. By law, we are not even allowed to kill or maltreat or brutalize thief, even as an armed robber. By law, kind of, which we are not practicing in Nigeria. But let now believe that she's a thief. She stole phone, she has been stealing, she steal millions. We will come to that. Yeah? Why are you stealing? Blah blah blah. Okay, now believing me that she's a thief, accepted. But as at the time she ran out of the house some time ago, did she complain to you that pepper was used on her? Use your mic, madam.
No.
Good. Has she ever complained to anybody before this yesterday that they are using pepper on her?
No.
Has she ever accused, give the wife, has she ever accused your husband in any way that something like this, trying to touch bonbon or so?
She has never told me.
So then yesterday now, she just wake up after the beating, she say, no, I need to act like they touch my pussy. Oh. I'm not ashamed again. I'm a robber now. I am squared. Oh.
Okay,
I'm
sir.
not talking to you again. Let's take the mic for her. Then she just graduated to this level she is now overnight, probably day before yesterday. And she's no longer ashamed because she's already an international thief. So let me, as a thief, let me act like my pussy was displayed yesterday by my uncle. Let me also add that even my breast was touched. Let me quickly add last week Tuesday or this week Tuesday that when he was passing by when I was washing my dishes, he prayed with my bonbon. You people should reason well. If you expect people to say true, nobody will eat and want to vomit. But sometimes we have to be human. Your reaction, your response to things. Look at all of you are facing this small girl now that don't even have mother, that the father is not responsible in her upbringing. No, you just like not financially buoyant or so. We all have money, but of different capacity.
No, you say responsible.
Not responsible for her upkeep, I said. So, but sometimes, how do we win cases? What makes people think you are intelligent? The way you reason to your own self before you pass it out. She just wake up yesterday and devil just enter her. She's no longer ashamed. She's no longer afraid. She now think of her private part to use it and make sentence. I don't know when you people will start afraid of being afraid about God. Like you just feel like, wow, God is watching me even when nobody is watching. But all of us go to church, we have one belief or the other and calling God the Almighty. But most of us, we are not taking God into consideration when we want to do things like this. Both you and the perpetrator, you are just the same question passing to this small girl. There are ways you talk to this man, because this girl, she's still underage, living with somebody, she's an independent person. And she has not been saying this or doing this. And she was taken to hospital. This man in your presence just denied that he frog only from the back, but the frog later be all over her body. Why can't you people, just because of that God, you people are shouting God, Jesus, and be reasonable for once? You are questioning this girl, and this girl that don't even know where she may go tomorrow now. If she's not bold enough, she will not talk again because she has no parent that is training her. She don't know after saying whether the people will just disown her. You keep on pushing more questions to her. Do you know no matter what, people still respect their private parts? When you want to lie, you lie with things. You don't
Life
lie.
is amazing. Ali.
Pepe, this
Line
man.
in.
Pepper, this your in-law denied. Beating from all over body, he once denied. Cutting her clothes, denied. Threatening to take her outside, denied.
Sorry, sir. Sir, did you actually use
Not cut. Because when I was flooding
Give me my
tracking the clothes and the clothes now pulled out.
Did you dial the number of the doctor? That is the number you were dialing. No, I will call the father first. After the father. Remember, if you are not making any reasonable comments here, you will be blocked. Then you can go and maintain your page and do whatever you like in your page. You must respect everybody here, even their opinion should be respected, even though it's not accepted. You have what it takes to create your page and do whatever you want to do there.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon from the Office of the Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocacy Center.
Okay.
I'm Prince Comrade Olushola.
Yeah.
There is a guy here, your name, they brought to our office. Is the father?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I called before. Okay, it's the father I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Okay, and what was the complaint yesterday?
Actually, up till now, I've not seen my daughter. It's with the auntie.
No, listen,
So,
sir.
what-
Okay, listen to me. Don't prolong matter here.
Okay.
I spoke with you twice or more earlier
Yeah.
today,
Exactly.
and you told me you have been on knee yesterday. Even when I call you, you call this man or so. That I should allow the case to be settled within the family cycle.
Yeah.
Okay, now, what was this complaint they complained yesterday? What did they say happened to your daughter yesterday, even though you have not set your eyes on her?
Yeah. The complaint is that she beat her. He beat her, and they pour pepper on her body.
Okay, who laid this complaint of pepper to you?
It's her auntie that she runs and makes it.
Okay. Did you now call your in-law, the uncle she's staying with?
Yeah, I was with the wife. Just yesterday we are on phone. So and the husband went to work, and when he came back from work, he called me at night around 11 o'clock, and he apologized to me. That's what he did. He did it out of annoyance and out of frustration to say.
About the pepper, about the beating. About the pepper.
Yeah, about the girl.
Did he agree with you yesterday that he used pepper on her?
Yes.
Okay, did the man agree with you yesterday that he used pepper on your daughter?
Yeah, that was, yes, he did.
Oh, okay. All right, that is all we just want to know from you or hear from you. You know, I told you today when you were begging me that it should be settled within your family. I told you if the man comply and regret his action, that we will ask him to sign and never to do it again. Is that not what I told you?
Exactly. Yes.
And
Exactly.
now he's denying it, so we are going to take it beyond here because it's denying the pepper aspect of it.
Sure.
Okay. So don't be surprised that I'm not going to accept your the way you wanted it done because the man is not complying. He's telling you different things and he's not telling us the truth.
Okay.
So you're gonna be
Okay.
disappointed.
If you still need me, I can come there on Monday.
And you come and give your statement, your pepper statements.
Okay.
All right.
When?
On Monday, because if you can come this evening, we are taking you to the station. But if you cannot come by Monday, the police will take your statement.
Okay.
All right, God bless you.
Thank you.
Leave this for the journalist to ask questions. Oh yeah, you don't hear them. Take mic. They ask your question. Help me do some job. Now that you have had
Sir,
the father,
you heard what the father said. Yesterday, when you called the Uncle Wally, did you ask him? Did you tell him about the pepper? Did you tell him that you poured pepper on his daughter?
Yesterday when I called him, I told him that I was sorry for everything that happened. I never discussed that I used pepper on her. That I'm very sorry that I beat her and inflicted injury on her. I never mentioned to him that I used pepper. So I told him I'm sorry that it was because of annoyance that I had to flog her like that. I never told him that I used pepper on her.
In other words,
And he didn't ask me.
who reported to the father?
She came to me. She was even
To
struggling.
the man. Who reported to this man, the father?
The way she was feeling,
Madam, who reported?
I was the one.
Yes. So what did you tell the father exactly?
I told the man that, see what your daughter is telling you. I have to even give my phone to the daughter so that he can hear from her.
You are here. You've been here since. You should know the area of our debate or trying to find facts. It's pepper issue.
Yes.
You will tell us here. When I called the father yesterday, I also told him your daughter said they use pepper on her. Or no, I did not disclose the pepper aspect of it.
I called the dad that, did he hear what is happening? That the daughter is telling me that her uncle put pepper on her eyes, on her anus, her private parts, even asked her to eat pepper.
Yeah.
Even all her body. I did not even check her body. It was when we get to the hospital, I saw that her body was bleeding.
Which part of the body?
The back.
Okay, was bleeding.
Yes. So the doctor have to snap everything. I did not even bother to snap it myself. It's the doctor and the nurses that did that.
So, Mr. Journalist, if it's your daughter and somebody now called you and said, look, your daughter told me there was pepper like this, beating like that. So if you and this man is now talking as a father, you are the father of this girl now. So you will not remember to tell him, why did they say you use pepper on my daughter? Or did you use pepper on my daughter? You will not remember.
now if I was told that
if you are the
pepper,
father,
yes, if I happen to be the father,
yeah,
and I was told
and
that
you are not calling this man phone, this
yes,
man is calling you.
If I'm kind of well informed,
yeah,
that pepper
like
was
what
used.
they just said now.
Yes.
He was well informed, Mr. Man.
Yes.
So you will not remember to include that pepper.
Definitely, I will ask him, why did he use pepper on my daughter?
So now when the father now said they discuss it, they talk of pepper, and this man just pleaded, why didn't your in-law deny yesterday? Say, Oga, why would they say pepper? Oh, what is the meaning of pepper and anus? So am I not the one they are talking to? So you judge the case, sir.
I wish the father is here.
The father just spoke.
I understand. This you called and you asked question. I wish he is here. I'm not trying to defend anybody, but it's just like bringing this thing to public is
All right.
what I'm against.
Can you please go back to your seats and give him that consent to sign? Oga, Pepe, we are still on Pepe. This man begged me that it should be settled here. It's not a case that we are supposed to settle. I said, okay.
Sir, when I spoke with the father yesterday, I apologized to him that I'm sorry that your daughter has been inflicted with injury. You know, and he told me that he's not happy about everything, blah 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 blah. I never mentioned to him that I use pepper. I never mentioned it.
No, she's sleeping here. She will go to station and make a statement. We are going to talk to the doctor. And then you don't call finish. Where is the report? Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
From the Office of the Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice.
Yeah.
Please, can I speak with Valentina, Dr. Valentina?
Which hospital?
St. Louis.
I don't know who is Valentina.
Okay, who am I speaking with, please?
It's Metron. The Metron.
Okay, is Ikeja branch? Is it not Ikeja? Toyin. Can you please help us to ask of Dr. Valentina? We have letter heading of your hospital there, and a girl of 15 years was there yesterday complaining of the uncle inserted pepper in her body and all that. Are you aware of that?
I don't know what you are saying, but I will ask.
Please, it's a very big hospital. Please help us to ask for Valentina. This phone is supposed to be directed to the receptionist or whatever they call it, not to you as a matron. Can I talk to the receptionist?
Okay, there is no receptionist. I will ask for Dr. Valentina and ask of the letter you are talking of.
In how many minutes, ma'am? In how many minutes?
I will ask. I'm not there now. I'm not at the office now.
Did St. Louis finally turn to private hospital?
Okay, I'm not there right now. I will let you know.
No. This is strange now. St. Louis, how can you go home with St. Louis phone number on the letter?
So if I'm at work, I cannot step out, Daddy.
No, the St. Louis is not a personal hospital, madam.
Okay. Wait, I will get your answer to you. So don't interrogate me.
I have to. About St. Louis, it's not a personal stuff, madam. Madam, how did you go with her? Give her mic now. This is surprising, no?
Yes,
Who go there with her?
the doctor.
What do you mean the doctor? Who took her there?
I was the one.
Is it not St. Louis at where?
St. Leo's.
Yeah.
Yes.
At where?
Ikeja.
By Toyin also.
Yes.
So how come that somebody is not parading with their?
I have 2 of her numbers.
Ha.
Yes, 2 of her numbers. The doctor, she's a female.
Give us a direct number. Why giving us the letter heading number now?
Okay, I gave her already.
That's what we just called out.
No, I gave her the doctor's number.
Please put it here. What you can concern woman to they carry number in a letter heading everywhere. This country itself.
So can I show you a conversation with us, one of our senior cousins yesterday?
What?
Missing out.
Which conversation? Her conversation or your conversation?
My conversation with her cousin, a senior cousin that's staying in the house.
Let's call the doctor first. How many number of her do you have? One or more?
Hello.
Hello, good evening, doctor.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Hello.
this is call from Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Office.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Prince Comrade Olushola.
Okay.
There is a note we received from you here stating that one Jessica of 15 years old
Yes, sir.
was brutalized by the
Yeah.
uncle and also inserted pepper in her body or so.
Yes, sir.
So we want to hear from you when you mean beating and pepper. Did you discover anything pepper and how do you get to know that?
Because that was what I stated according to her. She said, because of the bruises that saw on her body, she said the uncle used a belt on her. Now her in-law rather. The person that did that is her in-law. So she said he put fresh pepper into her private part, but that she had washed it off. Maybe after beating her, so now she went to quickly wash it off. But when I examined her, I did not see any trace of pepper.
Okay, when you were examining her, did you see her like somebody they inserted finger on?
Well, I didn't see anything such. When I examined her, I just assumed because she was in her ovulatory period,
Okay.
I didn't insert my finger in her. I just opened up to see.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to cause any damage.
Okay.
Because she's a teenager.
All right. What about the bruise? Was it that severe also?
Yes. I have some pictures.
Okay. All right. I'm going to chat you on our line so that you can forward all the pictures to me possible.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
We have the government has hospital we normally use Mirabe. Even today we took the underage girl who said her uncle had been sleeping with her. It was today we took her there. So this case is not going to stop here because it's like word against word, or maybe you try to defend yourself. We don't normally allow such cases to be, sit upon or swept under carpets. So we are going to invite the police from here. So you go to the station and give your statement to the police. If you want to call in, the number is 090 3000 2484. 090 3000 2484 is the number. Oga, you said you did not thaw her clothes yesterday. What about if we now go home now and we see exactly what she's saying? We find out that it's true.
So most of the things she said, they are all lies.
No, we are not talking on most of the things now. At least let's believe if you can steal, you can lie. Let's believe she's a thief and she's a liar. Let's even agree on that. But what about if we go there now, we find out that her clothes was actually, what she said you did, like using scissors and all that. You should know this is no longer a joke if you thought it was a joking matter.
So there was nothing like that. There was nothing like scissors, cutting, or whatever. I whip her with her clothes on. In the process, she struggled with me.
Madam, do you want to permit your brother to go or you go by yourself? Give her a mic now. No, choose what you want.
I'm not feeling fine.
I was told you are not feeling fine. You can go home and sit down without coming back.
But you told me to come now.
No, I mean now.
Okay.
Of course, she's your closest person now. She's closer than you to you than your.
Yes, that's why I'm surprised.
So if I didn't tell you to come, you wouldn't have come.
I will. I wanted to come and see her at the hospital.
So what do you mean as if I forced you to come?
No, you said I should have stayed back or something. Maybe I didn't hear you. Sorry about that.
Good evening, your name and where you calling from? So what do you want now? Because if you go with them and you did not come back with them, you may say they tore the cloth on the way. So we are very careful with how we handle cases here. So you want to go with them and come with them, or you go with your brother so that your brother come with them, you stay back home with your children? Use your mic, please. Use your mic.
I can go with my brother and he bring the cloth back, or I don't know.
It depends on your health and your engagement with the, See, if now you want to go with them, not be say you go stay outside, they'll say, wait, you want to go breed the cloth too. You permit him to go with you inside your house. We are not arresting you. We are not searching your house. It's you that will breed the cloth and show it to them.
Which cloth is that?
Give her a mic.
One black gown and leggings. One short black gown. That's a cheap formal gown. One gown like this. The front, the up is foam. Then the thing has hand of bra and leggings.
Where did you keep it?
I kept the trouser outside because I used to unpack all those pepper that fall in the room on the floor. So I used to unpack it.
Did you wash the trouser?
I did not wash any of it.
For instance, you mean we can see trace of pepper there?
You can see, but when he was putting the pepper on my body, I was not with clothes. He has torn my clothes before I started flogging and go and bring the pepper.
But did you later use the cloth to clean the pepper on the floor?
Yes, and the water that poured on the floor.
And you've not washed the cloth?
No, I just kept it outside. And the short top, the shotgun. I used and tie a story and come outside from the room.
Okay,
Then
what we are going to do, you will be the one to go with them. You will go with your sister and even, how do I do this? She will go with you and one of the comrades. Okay? Am I communicating? Give her mic.
Okay. Okay.
So that she know where she kept her clothes. You follow her, you see that she did not put pepper immediately, but we can find any little trace of pepper. You understand? Okay. Just tell the all right, we want to receive some calls. Those of you that are putting comment, we may not be able to read it because of so many comments flying around here. So it will be better to call in. Good afternoon. Your name and where you calling from? Hello. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, good evening, Chairman.
Good evening.
My name is Fancy.
All right.
Okay, I've looked into this issue very well. One, we should first of all condemn the girl's attitude. And there is possibility that there was no pepper anywhere. The man accepted that the problem might be very sensible and very bad, which is very wrong. Issue of pepper, I doubt, from the stories we have been hearing about. Thank you very much.
God bless you. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, sir. My chairman, welcome. Well done, sir. I'm happy that you are the one of this today. I know you handle the case very well. Sir, my name is follow, so I'm calling from Oshodi. We have read about issues like this, even the one that was unread. But at the same time, we need to be very careful. Because these girls that can leave the house for a week are hiding outside already. That one is very clear. In fact, what 13 years old girls are doing nowadays is more than what 30 years old lady can do. This issue happened to me last week. They brought a girl for me around April. So when I came back from work yesterday, my sister was telling me that this girl was gisting and this woman that one person beat her in the compound, that she's going to show the person that even her uncle didn't even do her to me, that he said that her uncle could kill you. And I'll call them and say, son, what happened to your uncle? Where is your uncle? She didn't talk again. And also that I'm going to put that out. Started telling me that uncle beat her for everything. And any small thing to beat her. No, allow to buy something for her. Later, we find out that this girl lying on her phone, the uncle slept with her. My uncle went to the police station yesterday to go and visit the man in Kirikiri. He was talking to the police that should go to close place. So I now told my uncle that we go to their family house to tell them
Madam, you can be going. You have your camera for. Eh? You don't have any. That's not what you're using. Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, Chairman. This is Kitty. I'm calling from the US.
All right, go ahead.
It's like the case is like the doctor makes a report without examining, just take a word from someone. The doctor should have been held as accountable because of lying. Because you cannot document an incident that you never see in the hospital. So if I'm the uncle, I can sue that hospital because of lying. Because she already destroyed the case for the little girl. She said she doesn't see any paper, so but she documented and give her a report. So that doctor should be held accountable for what happened.
All right.
They're supposed to suspend her for what she did.
Okay.
So if I'm the uncle, you should go for that doctor. They have to suspend her because she likes the documentation and she lied. That's all I have to say.
Okay. The end with say. Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, good evening, Chairman. I'm calling from Dubai.
All right, go ahead.
This man is a very wicked man.
Okay.
Oga, can I talk to you? Do you have a child? Can you do this to your child? Chairman, I read a psychology. That girl is saying the truth. There is no how that girl will be lying with the way she's talking, with so much confidence. That girl is not lying. Whatever that girl said that man did to her, he did it to her. And that man will pay for it. She will pay for it. He will pay for it. He's a very wicked man. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well done for the good work you're doing.
See, you know you are not just going there like we. You follow them. Not that they will go and do any nonsense here with that person knowing. Is she not the same woman that said she will go and come down there? Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, Mr. Chairman.
Good evening.
In this case, but this whole case thing, I think that Thomas implicated this case. Because how can a doctor give a report without examining himself? Who is saying the truth?
Okay.
Aside the flogging, the main offense here is that person in her private part.
Yeah.
And without the doctor, the case is treated already. It's defeated. So what are we saying? Okay, the has already apologized to the girl's father who has inflicted injury on the child's body because she stole somebody's phone and the rest. We can probably make them and write an undertaking not to do that to the girl again. But I think this case has been the doctor gave us already. The case has been.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I just exhausted the last one. Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I want to contribute in this case. So, Mr. Chairman, with due respect, I'm not like everyone has their opinion. I think this game, most of these things this girl saying, most of them are lies. And that clothes they are going to bring Shema, I want you to do me a favor. When they brought that clothes, she go to swear with the Bible. If really this man cost those clothes, because definitely that girl can also cost those clothes and say, please, if there swear, the man swear with the Bible and the girl has to swear with the Bible. If really the man was the man that needs Jesus from that clothes, right? Both of them have to take that chance because most of these things are lies. If you can see the decision of that doctor was the cause of this problem. You as the doctor, you'll be writing a report without the examination of that get private car. Please, Shema, please be careful with this case, please. Thank you.
Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good evening, Chairman. My name is Blessing. I'm calling all the way from Port Harcourt. First, pepper is a very harmful substance. If they put pepper in your eyes, my dear, there will be results. Even if it's just 1 minute, your eyes will be very, very red. Talk more of putting pepper in your vagina. By now, your vagina would have had sore because pepper is a very, very harmful substance. So, Chairman, I feel it's something we need to take the girl somewhere. Ask the girl very well. If it's to take the man's wife and his in-law out of that place, then talk to both of them. Let's know the real story. Because if you look at this matter, you know there's something, this is not just trace. From what the doctor is saying, she did not see any trace of that. Do you understand, Chairman?
Yeah.
So it's just what I just feel like it's something I need to just talk about. Please look into it. Thank you for your good work.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, sir.
Good evening. Your name and
Hello,
where you're calling from?
I'm Patricia calling from John.
Go ahead.
Hello? Sir, I think this girl, she's lying. I'm also a medical person. I don't think that pepper in her vagina and that place will not destroy her. And the doctor said that the girl, she is in her period. So how can the man put pepper in her? So I think that girl, she's lying. She's not saying the truth. Please.
I think there's a difference between period and ovulation.
Yes.
The doctor said she's
It must be something.
The doctor never said she's in her period, but ovulating.
Okay, but that her private part will trail off. And her eye will be red up to today.
Her eye is still red now, madam. You know, we did not show her face.
Okay.
As for the eye, is still red as we speak. It's swollen. Her eye is swollen now.
Okay, please, you check on this case very well. I think she's lying somehow.
Yes, we will. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, Chairman. Mr. Chairman. My name is Ojon Ida. I'm calling from Italy.
All right.
I want to talk about this issue of course and reporting people of news.
This very issue.
You know? Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, you know, in Nigeria, most of our men there, they only take advantage about the girls that stay with them.
Okay.
Because like my sister-in-law, if you never see something, I just put it like that. My sister-in-law, her father wanted to sleep with her when I was in Nigeria. So this girl was complaining, nobody believed her. Until my wife called her and talked to her. Why are you lying against your father? But at the end, we discovered it was true. So about what we are just saying, so these people need to go details about it because nothing cannot happen in that country.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get me.
Yeah.
Okay, please. Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
All right.
All right, they've gone to break the cross to start with. Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
My name is Winnie. I'm calling from France.
All right. Is it better also? Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, good evening, Chairman.
Good evening.
Yeah, I want to thank you and praise the work for the work you are doing. And also, I want to thank the young lady here with black and white for her courage in the middle of this case. I want to ask this uncle giving some question, Chairman.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Uncle? Uncle?
I can hear you, sir.
I want to ask you, did you start her hand?
I didn't hear that.
Did you start her hand?
I didn't hear you.
Go ahead.
Hello? Did you start her hand before you close the hand?
If I did what?
He's asking if you tied her hand before you
No, sir.
Well,
No, sir.
yes,
No.
because from the uncle's reaction, he has not responded to the expectation of me. He has not responded. The doctor of faith hitting. And this is the case related to the one you have to read the Twitter. That the uncle never accepted it until after before the sister confirmed that the uncle and the parents are not together. This uncle still has a lot of faith. And this is 15 years old girl. You don't have everything. You just touch to her breast, something was forming her, reaching to her sexy organ. You need to accept that you cross a red line. Because we cannot be sitting here and be watching you relying on our different faces. And I see why this matter to continue on. Keep on investigating the matter. It's a serious offense. Until this uncle here expecting us what happened to this young lady. And we are waiting patiently for that close because this girl said there are traces of getting in that close. So we are still waiting to see how this close was done. It's serious and raise your baby. Thank you, Chairman.
God bless you. Remember, the girl also said it was the auntie's hair tie they used to tie her hand. So they'll break the hair tie also.
Yes. Yes, we are waiting. Chairman, continue. We are waiting. We are watching.
Good evening, your name and where you coming from?
Hello, Chairman. Chairman, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please,
Can you hear me very well?
Yes, you can walk away from the device or you know it.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Robert. I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm calling the result of that matter that's going on there.
Go ahead.
Okay, to start with, let me start with St. Louis. That previous number you called, that one lady picked, something like that has happened to me. To be honest, I walked down to that place by myself. That number, I think it is their old number, so they don't use it any longer.
So that is number one. Number two, talking about the doctor at the you don't expect him to see the pepper at that moment because it has happened and she has taken her bath before going to the hospital. So you don't expect to see any pepper there. For those that tell you that you must see the face of pepper and all that, it's a lie. She must have washed herself before going to the hospital. That is number two. Number three, she said according to what she was told as in the girl's report. For sure, it's her report that the doctor will be looking at. That is number three. Then number four, this man called the in-law for him to have done this kind of a thing to this girl. Chairman, I'm telling you, everything that man, that girl is telling you there is true. Because I'm looking at the man as I'm talking to, for him to have been that video on that girl. The man did everything that girl said. Then for the one that left her like she was sick or whatever, are you telling me if it is dead, that woman will not be dead? You'll be saying that she's sick or whatever. So what I'm trying to tell you is, man, follow this matter. This man did it. All that is that girl reported there, that man did it. He can never lie of any of it. He did it. The injury of the girl's breast, the injury on her back, and every other side, the man did it. I'm looking at it. That wasn't the first time he did that kind of a thing to the girl. That's why that he just started setting for this last one. He might have been giving this kind of living before this one can happen. Because he actually is because of phone. And she explained. He now gave that kind of living on that girl. And that sitting down there, denying all what he did. Please, send him back to the police station. Let them treat him so that he can confess what he did. He did it, please. Chairman, I love you and I love what you are doing. Thank you.
Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, sir. My name is Antonia from Europe. Why don't answer? Okay, I want to contribute to the issue at hand.
Go ahead.
The man did it because that girl did not just stand up and be lying. He did what because I believe he did it. Because if you put pepper on somebody's private part, after some hours, the pepper will cool down, the pain will cool down and go again. So people that are saying why the girl cannot walk to hospital, you cannot do this one after you put pepper on her private part. If you put pepper on somebody's private part, after some hours, the pepper will go down. You will not pepper the person again. That man did everything. That girl is not lying. So the chairman affairs follow the matter up, hold that man responsible. Because some people in Nigeria, they are very wicked. The wife knows everything, but don't want to believe. Because she with her husband, they are partner in Christ. They know what they are doing. Because the girl don't have mother. That is why the father is poor. That is why they take advantage of her. Please come. Deal with that man. Deal with that man. Thank you, sir. Right.
Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, Chairman.
Good evening.
Okay, my name is Ujoma.
Okay, so you don't see anything serious? Hold on a minute. You don't see anything serious in this allegation? You are chatting, sending all form of what? Eh? Not you. Not you. Go ahead and make your contribution.
Okay, please, what I want to say is this man is this madam and what I get is like some people are saying if he puts paper on her private part, he will not go to hospital. And last call said Pepe cannot kill. It only takes some hours. What that man did is very bad. So please, you guys should look up to this thing. Because as I'm seeing comments,
We just lost the call, We are not judging everybody. We are following the matter very closely, okay? The end, we shall give a proper report and a final report. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
good evening, Dama. My name is Ruth. I'm calling from Lagos.
All right.
Yes, well done, sir. We are doing a nice work. God bless you. Please, sir, what I want to add to what people have been saying is that I was once a victim of what happened to that girl. When such a thing happened, the pain won't be there for so long. Highest 2 to 3 hours is off. I've experienced it. I'm talking from experience. I don't know why people will say, that person should be red, the eye should be closed. No, it doesn't work that way. I've experienced it. The girl could be saying the truth. If that man will have such a heart and beat that girl to that extent, I'm sure he will do the other.
Okay, sit where I beg. If you want to
So I really think the girl is actually saying the truth. So if we can actually beat that girl to that extent, I think maybe he will actually put pepper into her vagina. Seriously, it doesn't work that way. You mustn't see a stress of that person, and I'm sure she must have watched it up. So it's not. I don't think it's the reason why people will say, the person should be there. No, it doesn't work that way. I've experienced it. Please, thank you so much. That's what I have to say. Thank you.
Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Good
Welcome,
evening.
Chairman.
Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
My name is Carter Best. I'm calling from Austria.
All right, go ahead.
I want to first of all appreciate you and the president for the job you're doing. I think it's a very excellent job. And I want to contribute concerning what is happening and the case they're handling. I think, Mr. Chairman, you have so much wisdom. I've been watching you so for a very long time. You always do with so much wisdom. In this issue, I think this is something that can put that man behind bars for a very long time. So I advise you read this very well because it might also be a framework. That girl might be advised or might be used by people behind to bring that man, send that man to say that it's not good. So I would advise, Mr. Chairman, I trust you, I trust the judgment, I expect you to use too much wisdom and everything you got you be using. And see if this man is really guilty. Because people just start and say that he's guilty and he's guilty. You don't know until he's proven otherwise, he's not guilty. You cannot just conclude guilty because the girl accused him. Let us wait and see. Let them come with what they went for, the blessing and see. And before them, let us just really open for the man to speak his mind and then let him question and need to ask the question. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I feel like that confidence is very secure in Jesus' name. Thank you, sir.
Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Mr. Chairman, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my dear.
My name is Boston. I'm calling from Malaysia.
Thank you. If you can speak up a bit, it will be better.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, better now.
Okay. First of all, I thank you and your wife for what's happening in Nigeria. Mr. Man, Chairman, that man that is still there, you don't have to double me over time of this or life. That man needs everything. the man forgot that when of the girl, because he used brain, he was asking of her, do you ask the man why he used pepper? He said yes, and the man was saying that he did, that he was very funny. Then this man was saying that this girl that he knows we are going to hear the thing. Even if they bring that cross, the man insisted that he was not yes, and when the case, he had to pay about the cross. So I looking at that man, you know that's the thing, the capital. This man, you have the negative to say yes, like you can free yourself. What about we are still having you have this death with a lot of things. So, but you are here to lie. And to the truth.
All right, thank you. Did you, at any given time, try to take her to outside? No one will be true, not only you be sent. Where is your mind? Use your mind. At least if the father still change his statement by Monday, then we will know where to start from. You did not threaten to take her outside the house.
I never did.
God bless you. Keep on defending. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my name is Margaret. I'm calling from Abuja.
All right, go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, what is done for all this job you have to do?
Thank you.
See, I am talking based on experience. I lost my mother at the age of 7. And I was taken to an uncle in Abuja. I was molested like this. This girl is not lying. I'm talking out of experience. So because this girl lost her mother, and that man should know that life is it. And because in this story there is no mistake. If you carry corn to the farm, anyone that mistakenly falls for terminate. Thank God that we have the children. As I'm talking to you today, the people that molested me, I am the one that is student. Because I lost my mother when I was small. So what that girl is saying, that girl is not like. Thank you, sir.
God bless you. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, Chairman.
Good evening.
My name is Ebbe Enoch Edwin.
Comrade, welcome.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I want to appreciate your effort of doing the good thing, good work.
Thank you.
May God bless you and may God give you strength and our president.
Amen.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
On the issue of the girl and the man, there are some things that we have to look critically through their statements. From the beginning of the case, I was listening to the girl, but I discovered that truly the girl is somehow arrogant and she don't have respect. Because all your interview, she could not be able to even say sir, only yes, yes, no, yes, yes. Secondly, I passed through paper on my body or eyes. I could remember they used salt to wash the paper on my body. But I don't know how her own fresh paper could be washed in short period of time, and they go to hospital, they cannot discover paper. Is the area that I have doubt about it. But nevertheless, you can continue on your investigation because I know that you have good way of discovering the truth. I pray that God should give you wisdom that you can know the truth on this issue.
Amen.
Thank you, sir. That is my contribution.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Give the auntie mic. Okay. The question now is, when the incident happened, do you know how many hours or days interval before she, come to your place?
It was that very day.
What happened to the mic on it?
It was that very day she came to meet me.
But you don't know if it happened in the morning as she now.
No, I don't know. She
Okay.
came to us, I think, around 1. She came around 1.
Okay, give your in-law mic. At what time did the incident happen? This beating of it.
I was between 12 and 1.
How can
Because
you-
I went to pick my children. Yesterday was Friday. They closed by 1. So I went to school to pick them up by 1.
Okay.
So
So
before I
you
came
just
back,
beat her one, go to school one, pick your children one.
I said between 12 and 1.
Okay.
So before I came back, she had left home.
Okay.
I didn't see her from that.
According to her, she said you went out to pick your kids from school. She took her bath and go to her auntie. She said, okay, and your children close by 1. Then you must have leave home to 1. Kind of. How do you normally leave home to pick your children?
I left after 1.
After 1.
Yes.
Okay. Let's say you left home after 1.
Yes.
Okay. Let's say this incident happened between 12 to 1, like you actually said. Okay. And when you left, she said she took her bath and go to her auntie. So is it that same day they took her to the hospital?
Yes.
How many hours interval?
I think I have to
Use your
finish. I have to finish whatever I'm doing
Mm.
before taking her to the hospital. But I did not check the time.
At least from your house to the hospital, like how many?
No, it's not from the house, from the office.
How many hours or minutes?
Let's say 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yes.
So everything now can be within 3 hours. Within, we just try to understand how the pepper suddenly quenched, why she was not feeling it at the time she got to the hospital. Okay. All right. So what kind of lie has she been lying that is related to this before, Oga? Take the mic. If before somebody can come out with this kind of super lie, she must have been lying some expensive lie for this period of 5-6 years she has been staying with you. Tell us one or two.
So there was one that she wrote a letter to her father, sent the letter through one of her schoolmates to give her father, anonymous. She didn't put her name, stating that she is malnourished, she is maltreated, she's not given money to go to school and all that. So when the father got the letter, the father later knew that she wrote that letter. So when the father came to my wife to ask my wife sensed that she must have been the one that wrote that letter. Ask her, okay, please tell me the truth. Did you write this letter? Did you tell your father all these things? He said, no, that she didn't do it. She didn't do it. I stay at Mongoro. The father lives at Oshodi. That day, I was supposed to go to work. I should have followed them to go and find out what happened. But I couldn't go because I had to go to work. So my wife followed her. They boarded a bus. She was still saying she doesn't know. She's not the one who... Until when they got to the father's house, one of our aunts that I said I chatted with yesterday was there, and so many other people were there, and they were talking about the matter. So at the end of it, the father said that this matter is fed up. Okay, tell them the truth that you wrote it. So she held everybody for almost 12 hours, telling lies that she didn't write that thing. So at the end of the day, it was discovered she did. And even the one that she stole something from my neighbor's house, she didn't admit it. She said she's not the one. She's not the one who. And when the lady caught her, say you just stole that money. Now, put it in your pan. So the lady took her into her room. She just moved the money and put it under her bed. Wanted to put it under the bed, but unfortunately, the woman's bed does not have space under. That was where she picked that money. So when it comes to lies, you can even ask some of our cousins. You can ask so many people. She can lie.
We see different type of lie. We have seen different type of lie. If you look at this lie, sir, I'm not saying what she's saying about you is true or not. If you look at this kind of lie now, this present lie, is quite different, and is taking a different shape as well compared to the lies you've mentioned now. You understand? You did not put a sexual lie before, like we caught her making love, she denied it, and the guy now said yes. Or maybe she said something like this before we discovered that it was not true. For somebody to use their private part to lie, is some people can even deny it. When you make love to some people now, they will deny that nothing like that son. They will swear to their creator, because it's called private part. They still want to keep it private. The way you are talking, the guy is very wise, you said. So such a wise guy will not want to disclose her private parts to everybody. I'm not saying you've done it to. That is the area where I also want you to check your mind, search your conscience. Because this has something to do with private part, and she has never used it to lie to neighbor, to anything before that you can tell us now with evidence. Look at the lie she lied. You tie her hand with her auntie's hair tie. One of her auntie's hair tie, she stated. And you already naked that before you went outside and bought pepper. You even used nylon that you did not use direct, and you put nylon in your hand. I'm not saying you do that. Please, just leave your body language first. I'm repeating it after you and after the word. That you wore nylon, maybe kind of, to use it to rub her breast, her anus, and insert it in her vagina, she said. Then, when you now lose her, you threaten to take her to the street to disgrace her for stealing. She now begged. You now say, will you agree to sleep with me? She now said no, she said. Then you now ask her again, will you tell your auntie? She now say yes. You now say, your wife fainted already because of her matter. She now say, okay, she will not tell her auntie. But if her auntie is sound, recover, she can tell her auntie. You now say, She now say, okay, she will not tell her auntie. You see all those lie. I'm not saying she's saying the truth. These are the area where you have to also look at. After beating her, if you say, are you going to tell your auntie I beat you so hard like this? Something must relate to one or two things she's lying about. You understand? So then, the only thing that both of you are saying that sound or look alike is when you left her to go and pick up your kids. She also say yes, you left her to go and pick up your kids. Then she now quickly ran to the bedroom, washed her private part very well, and bathed, and ran out of the house to her auntie. That is the only similar thing that you people are talking about. You understand? So that is why I'm trying to know if she has been this kind of a professional liar. She has before lied with her private part and all that. That is just the reason. Sir, the father also said that when they reported to her about this, she confronted you, although she called the sister, the auntie first. They said you are not at home, maybe you went to, or when you return at night, both of you talk about this thing and you pleaded. I now asked the father, did you make mention of pepper? He said yes. Did you say I was told you use pepper? He said yes, that if we want him to come today, he's at work, he can come later or Monday. And I said Monday. You see, now the father is already a witness to how you settle the issue of beating and pepper. So we are not here to say you are lying or you are not lying. That is the only area where we are going to commit the higher authority for further investigation. You understand?
Can I say something?
You can.
All right. What I said to the father, because when the matter was just flying everywhere, I felt very, very bad. And I told the father that I am very sorry about the way you are feeling about this thing. That I'm very sorry about it. And the father was just listening. So I told the father that the reason why I was so upset was because of the repeated incidents. This was a family that you burgled their house, stole all their stuff, and you were not.
You are taking us forward.
You understand? So it was out of that, the shame, you understand, and the disgrace, But the father never asked me, did you use pepper on my daughter? And I said yes. There was nothing like that. There was nothing like that. And even when I chatted with the aunt, because I tried to call the aunt. I tried to call the aunt, on phone. I couldn't reach her, so I had to go chatting with her. There was no, and I just made a general apology because everybody was just getting.
It's all right.
So there was no mention of
the
pepper.
Auntie Mike. As an auntie, you are.
Yes, sir.
Are you married? Maybe not really like legally married. You are in a relationship.
Sure.
You have kids?
No, sir.
Okay. When this girl come to you, she said it at that particular time that they inserted pepper in her, abi?
When she came, she was just struggling to move. So I said, what is wrong with her? I was discussing with somebody that time. So I have to discharge the person, then ask her to sit down. So she told me that her uncle beat her, then put pepper on her eyes, on her mouth, asked her to eat pepper, then insert pepper inside her private part.
Stop there. Thank you. That is what I'm even asking. As a woman, she said somebody inserted pepper in her private part. And you're supposed to see the uncomfortable of that girl. And you're supposed to ask certain questions. Is it dey pepper you now? Hey, what can I do? She go say no. I wash it. E don calm down. What are the questions you ask before you now decide to take her to hospital? There must be question as a woman. Pepper in your private part, how are you feeling? Have you washed it? Did you put oil? Oh, how is it powder? How are you feeling now? She say no. It was very pepperish, it was very hot. Now it's calming down. What prompted you to have taken her to hospital? How far did you care? What was your, what did you not tell her before, concluding for hospital?
Okay.
Is it because of the pepper you now feel, oh, she's not feeling comfortable? Tell us.
All right. When she told me that the man inserted pepper inside her private part, so I have to ask her if she's still feeling pains. She now said no, that she have washed it off. So she said she's still feeling pains because the way she's doing, she's relaxing as if she wants to faint. So I called my elder sister to tell her. She said, pepper is not a good thing because I know how it is. So I told her, she said I have to take her to the hospital so that they will check her if it has caused
Who
any
says
damage.
so?
My elder sister.
Who is your next? This wife?
No.
Another one?
Yes.
Okay.
So I said, okay, let me finish what I'm doing. I will do that. So she disturbed me till I have to take her down to
Who was disturbing you?
my older sister.
But meanwhile, the girl was not like disturbing because she's feeling the pain.
No, she's feeling the pain because she was just relaxing, closing her eyes. Me, so that's
Although
why
even today she's still relaxing, sleeping, and all that.
I felt for her. So I just have to. I said, okay, we'll see how she's acting. Let me just rush her to the hospital.
All right. All right, let's call them and see if they are. Call your wife to know if they are on their way coming, so that we can drop this video and wait for another part. The issue of stealing and her manner or attitude, you all know, is something we normally caution children here and teach them where to go. But because of this private and separate issue, there is no way we just, concentrate on that. We'll come back to that later. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, good evening, sir. Hello, good evening, sir.
Go ahead. Good evening. Your name?
Oh, my name is NK.
Okay.
Can you hear me very well?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I'm calling in respect of the matter I saw in your office. To start with the man that stated the injury on the girl's body. First and foremost, when the girl is living with you, and you find out that her problem is much, you don't need to beat and inflict injury. What you need to do is send her back to her father's house. That is number one. Number two, talking about the pepper you inserted on her private part. Honestly, of course, after the mirror, she has to wash out. You don't expect her to go with the pepper. When you went to pick your children from school, she must take her test and meet the plate. And you shouldn't expect that plate to swell up immediately. It's not possible. Fine. Now, what I'm trying to say in essence is this. If that man did that same way, it's not proper as a man. He has kids.
Not be your
You
wife.
don't need to do that to someone.
Ask her where she is now. Did I say she
They say I should call them and wait.
Then, secondly, I saw the man's wife when she left that place. It seems she was sick also. And she should be the one to, investigate all these things with the husband. But I look at it that she first had allegation is true, but she couldn't say anything, but that is her husband. You don't expect her to be, talking against her husband in the public. So my own contribution there is, to be honest, I believe the man did as chairman, and I believe you and what you can do. So investigate well, then handle it accordingly. Thank you.
God bless you.
I don't know yet.
Are you sure it's your wife you are talking to?
Yes. He said
The woman will say, excuse me. Hello. Hello, madam. Hello, madam. Where exactly are you? Is there hold up for what? Okay, give the phone to my staff. Give the phone to my staff, please. Hello. Have you seen the gun? The top, is it tall? With what? Okay, hold on. Let me put you on speaker so that you can tell them, because we're about to round up this very one now. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell us your name and who is talking.
Okay, my name is Patience.
Who are you? Hello? I can't hear you. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Okay. I don't know how you are operating this your phone. I want her to. You can call and give it to me because she don't have her phone with her.
Hello, I want to talk to the lady.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, the person you are calling is on another call at the moment. Do hold on or call back later. Thank you.
I will be carpenter for that side now. Who is doing that? All right. I wanted the secretary to give us some information before they arrive back here. According to what she was saying, she said they have found the top, and the top is actually, cut with scissors. Next time, don't try that thing here. So I believe the girl will still be lying. It's a cook-up story, but let us wait. The father of the girl is lying. The girl is lying because she already planned all this for long to send the man to prison, use scissors to cut off the cloth and all that. Let us wait. At least we don't still take small for inside this kind of work, even though we are not government worker. We have done several investigations that is even more tough than this. At the end of the day, we will still see that both parties can be lying, and every element of whatever thing you are saying, there should be element of lie or truth in it. As far as this man and not just get one, may dem still break the cloth, may we still know who help the girl cut the cloth. You can still be calling in until they are here, although we may not be able to wait for them because we have other cases to attend to, so we will stop and continue when they are back. Good evening, your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Chairman.
Good evening.
My name is Abiola from Lake.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, on the top, the man did exactly what girls are. There's no doubt because according to even that story, he went around, checked out the neighbors where girls stole from, and we have the evidence I want. And on this case, it's not about she stole from, stole from, no. It's the incident that happened that day of the phone. The owner of the phone got it here. And yeah, because of how to beat that stage, with bruises was bleeding. And no. And on the case of the really done incompetent work that day because no matter
The network isn't good, no? Give me secretary number. I don't know what I said. Okay, I have it.
Hello, sir.
Hello, secretary.
Sir.
All right, tell us your name and your position in this office.
Okay, my name is Patience, the Secretary of the Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice.
Where exactly is your
We are, sir,
Where are you now?
we are at the house now. We looked for the children, we seen the shop.
I'm listening.
She left the trouser outside, but we can't find it. But we seen the shop. We covered the cut on it, scissors cut on it, just like I said.
Sorry, can you please repeat it again? You said you have seen the top.
Sir.
And the top, they cut it with scissors or not?
Yes, just like she said, they cut it with scissors from up and down.
From up to down?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But we can't find the trouser. We've been looking for the trouser.
And don't worry, you should come with the shirt so that we are wasting time, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right, thank you.
You wanted to show me, you said you message. Okay, we chatted on this. Go to WhatsApp. Yes, your wife. No, it's not this one. This is some of the highlight, the things I said. This is my jobs on statement.
Just now. What is 400,000?
That's what the money she took from those ladies. What that amount?
Just relax.
What things do they have? Series of
This is your wife.
this number she's not using. Let me show you the correct.
But this is your.
No, this she has left this number. I use this to store information.
But why are you now sending like statement to your wife?
No,
If it's your statement, you don't need to compose it and send it
no,
to your wife.
this
No,
she's not using this number.
It's something that happened. Like what happened is they ask you in the dream. They ask you even in the dream. You will know.
Yes.
But now you are chatting your wife, hold on, it's your dear now. When she was calling just it's dear that I saw.
Let me say that dear doesn't have
you
hashtag.
wait now, relax.
Doesn't have hashtag.
I understand. Are you supposed to send statements like this is what we are going to say to your wife?
Yes, I know what it when she comes, check her phone.
No, don't worry. She has not even read it. Because
It didn't go.
Yes, but why are you composing statements?
Because this phone, she's no longer using it. She's no
Why
longer using
are you composing statement even though she have not received it? Why are you composing statement and be sending it to her?
I didn't send it to her. Just
It's your statement, you know it. You said this
but
but why are you composing it and sending it to your wife?
I didn't send it to her.
Look at it now.
She's not using this phone.
And let's believe she's not using it. At least that is your wife. Old one or new one or abandoned one. Why are you not composing statement and send to her or save it here? Why? If it's your truly statement,
It's my statement.
Why are you composing it and sending it to her to guide her on what to say?
No. A million times no.
No problem. If you still permit me,
no. Let me show you a real. Let me show you a real number.
Don't worry. I just need recent one. Don't need what I see is what I will respond to. Just don't be too fast.
Let me show you the one I said that was the one I chatted with the Facebook on.
With who?
With her aunt, the senior cousin, the one that is there overall. This is her name. So this is where started. Good evening, Lord. I'm very sorry for all the ill treatment I meted. My sincere apologies. I overreacted due to the unbearable shame she brought to me and my family. She responded good evening. She said, I understand, but we went too far. I'm aware of all that the day has been doing. I said, the different episodes of breaking into my neighbor's house and trying to heal the previous room, she did this. I have offended all of you by my actions and reactions. I'm sorry. She said, there's no problem. Please try and call her father and also settle the hospital. So there was no case of you Pepe.
Are you supposed to discuss Pepe there? According to your chat with the sister or auntie whatsoever, you apologize for whatever you did, that you went too far. So she accepted the apology and she now advised that you should take care of the hospital bill. So what did they went for in hospital? Is it not pepper and beating and checking of vagina and giving report? I'm going to leave that to you. You're not the first person to talk to here. You see, we are not here to sentence people except they sentence themselves. We are here to just take statement from both parties and see how we can settle things if it's within our jurisdiction amicably. You love the dog. First love this one. You now love that one time. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Good evening, sir. I'm calling from Abuja.
All right,
I'm calling from Abuja. My name is Kuto. I'm calling with respect of this case.
All right.
The girl should be asked if she has been molested sexually, because it will be possible
that she has given. But let's say we will not be able to pay it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you. Were you here before, madam? Is your own new case?
Yes, but it's my second time.
And not the new case. When you the first time did they attend to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Oga on white.
I'm hearing you.
All right, we are going to pick few calls and stop it from here until they are back. Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman.
Good afternoon.
My name is Sandra. I'm calling from US.
All right, go ahead.
Chairman, well done for your good job. Well done for everything that you're doing. God will continue to bless you.
Go ahead. Thank you. God bless
Chairman, I don't know why you're allowing that man to just stress you out. That man is guilty. You should hand him over to the police.
you. All right.
Thank you.
God bless you. You put it where you put it before. Your phone. You don't use your phone. Okay. Okay. Calm down. Tell him to drop his phone where you are put it. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm the one that wants area. And that man, the phone should be collected. Then the phone number will just be typed. And place from it between that girl and that man. Then they will find
The network is not good. All right, this is where we are going to stop for now. Later, we will update you in respect of this uncle and 15 years old girl. You know, every case here has their own nickname. Mr. Christopher was Finger. Then the one of yesterday was day before yesterday, Mr. Uche was Bedbug. And Mr. Joshua now is Pepe. But in respect of the Pepe issue, we will update you later this evening. God bless you.